put them in a position to succeed, and then they actually put it together. That's the sweet spot. We've been able to help a lot of people, and they've made a huge difference for us. So that's like probably
so
my
cool.
favorite thing about it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's the 2KMC here with what's happening in the neighborhood. Showing up on screen are your 2K Compete events for the next couple of weeks. Oh yeah, those should keep you busy. Got a thirst for fashion? Yeah, you do. Check out the new PG4 Gatorade Nike Gamer exclusive colorway, dropping in-game tomorrow, January 18th at 12 p.m. Pacific time. Want to sport these babies in real life? Here's your chance. Head to the Nike Sneakers mobile app and look for the PG4 Gatorade shoes to appear in the feed. Launch the sneaker cam, then spot and scan one of the PG4 Gatorade billboards featured in the neighborhood. If you do that, you'll get exclusive access to purchase a pair of real-life PG4s. These are super limited, so the race is on. Good luck. No luck involved here, just pure hard work. Congrats to these new legends. And I'll be back later on in the show with your top plays.
And we welcome in someone who has been writing and communicating NBA basketball thoughts in book, over the air, in podcasts, and on TV, the terrific Bill. Bill, great to have you.
And now for somebody who's playing a video game at 3 in the morning. That's my next. That's the next phase for me.
So let's talk some basketball.
Yeah.
So in NBA 2K, we can create players to take on some of the NBA stars of today. If you could create any kind of player to take on Anthony Davis, who I consider one of the top 3 players in the NBA on both ends, what kind of player do you have to create to stop that man?
It's definitely not somebody who's his size. Probably somebody who's smaller, who kind of gets in his chest and makes it harder for him to like face up and things like that.
With all the basketball knowledge that you have you ever thought about being a GM?
Yeah, we keep waiting for somebody to ask me. In 09, I did like this half tongue-in-cheek thing to take over the Milwaukee Bucks, ironically. And some of the Bucks fans were like, hey, this isn't a bad idea. We've had terrible GMs, but are you serious? But it's a hard job, and it's a thankless job, too. Like, you're on the road a lot.
Well, the good thing is, in NBA 2K, you can actually be a GM of the team. So I wanted to ask you, if you could rebrand an NBA franchise or start one somewhere, where would the location be?
Seattle.
Seattle? Okay.
Yeah, I would move Oklahoma City to Seattle. That would be my first move.
What about a new franchise? Where would you start?
New franchise, Vegas. And Vancouver would be another location. You see what's happened in basketball now with Canada and how popular the Raptors became over this course of this decade. Like, that easily could have also happened in Vancouver. So I think Canada should have 2 teams.
This is a frighteningly good team to try to defend.
It is, unless it's the 3rd round of the playoffs. Then they become super easy to defend because everybody's afraid to take a jump shot.
You were in the studio today recording some of that basketball knowledge with Kevin Harlan. What's that experience like with one of the most iconic broadcasters around basketball?
Stand by my side, though, okay? If you don't mind, would you
Don't
stand
put
right?
Kevin Harlan. Kevin Harlan's a national treasure. Leave the man alone. He's great, and he's just one of those guys who should be doing this for a living. Like, there's certain guys where they just have the voice and the energy, and you just tell, like, all right, at some point in his 20s, somebody was like, you have to do this. You're good at it. So he's one of the icons. On your contract.
You've reinvented yourself, though.
Yeah.
You can hit outside comments.
I tried to expand my range, but so we'll see. We'll take it year by year.
Bill, thank you once again for joining us on NBA 2K TV. You can hear all of Bill's insight right here in the game in NBA 2K20.
This is the 2KMC, and it's time for you to choose the top play of winter winner. Last week, you voted for your 2 finalists, but this week, you choose who gets that 500,000 VC. Your first finalist, Dylan Stevens, 12. Now, your second finalist, Yuckle.
The Celtics strutting through the tunnel earlier on. The Boston faithful waiting to cheer them on as they get set to take the floor. And the game arrival, sponsored by Express. Dress like a pro. A terrific evening look at Old Town there. The historic city of Boston is our backdrop tonight. Greetings and best wishes for a happy holiday season from all of us at 2K Sports. As we get, DA, it's all yours.
Well, guys, a fantastic start to the year for Che. He's already garnering all-star votes. I spoke with him, and he was surprised to see his name up there on the leaderboard with so many other greats. Humble as always. Guys?
Great stuff there, DA. Thank you. Truth is, Greg, Che's not the only one who's surprised.
I'll admit, I didn't think he'd get to this level this fast, but there's no denying that he's a huge difference maker for this team.
And a chance to take a look at some numbers for him.
And it's a nice month he's having. Something's got him motivated. He's become a much bigger contributor offensively. He's settled into the kind of groove that every player wants to get in.
So let's take a look at the Charlotte starting lineup. Washington and Zeller are in the middle. And there's Monk. Then it's Bridges. And it's Graham in at the point. And for Boston, Tatum and Cantor together down low. Walker and Brown, they're manning the backcourt. And it's D in at the three.
For so long, the Hornets have been a perimeter-oriented team. Chris, now they need to find an impact big man.
Yeah, well, G.A., remember, they did have a couple of good years with Al Jefferson, where he was a force inside. But that was the last time the team made the playoffs. More balance in their attack would do wonders for this offense.
Here's Bridges. Second chance shot. It's blocked. Tatum against Zeller. Here's D. Cantor trying to free himself up. And there's the basket. Good from D. The All-Star weekend isn't too far away, and the voting has already opened up. A lot of buzz that Che could find his way onto that All-Star team.
And there's so many players that deserve to be named an All-Star every year, and the competition can be unforgiving. With that said, though, Che's performances speak volumes about his impact, and I think he has a strong case to make the team.
Here's Walker, and the layup's good off the glass.
And although Walker is just 6'1", he possesses impressive strength, as he showed right there.
Here's Graham, guarded by Walker. And here is Graham. He had a 12-point outing in their last game against Utah.
And there was a lot he gave him on that other end of the floor. Don't forget about that. His defense was a big factor. He ended up with 3 steals.
Tatum deciding where to go with it. Bridges with the steal. He dishes it to Monk to the wing right side. Here's Graham. Very solid contribution from him as he averages over 20 points a game. 6 on the shot clock. Here's Zeller, and that's good. A nice job on the glass as they pick up 2 on the second effort.
And the work ethic of Zeller. Now that's what makes him dangerous when scoping out opportunities on the offensive glass.
Here's Brown, and finished off by Brown.
Now flying high and throwing it down with the one-hander.
One of his favorite moves right there, guys. The Hornets have gone 2 of 6 from the field. Here in the first, just under 2.5 minutes played so far. Graham, the pass to Bridges. Here's Washington. Here's Graham. Buries it from 3-point range.
And he likes to get in a rhythm early. Nice triple.
Boston trailing. And Walker kicks to Brown. About 3 minutes gone here in the first quarter. D, defended by Bridges. Let's go. and it's off the back rim. No good.
And really, despite that miss, they've had a solid start offensively.
He feeds it to Zeller. Good. Zeller's got his second basket of the game.
Look, he has a good feel for the painted area. Zeller, never in a rush, very deliberate with his moves.
Brown outside. His shot is good, making him a perfect 2 for 2 from the floor.
Well, he is looking confident. Love how they're using him so far.
Yeah, that's because he's getting his number called early. I mean, he's doing his part to help carry the offensive load.
Here's Tatum. A rebound by Washington. For Charlotte, they've gone 4 for 9 from the field to start this game off. Knocked away. Charlotte moving the ball around. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle, and 2 shots coming up. And with Cody Zeller, he has a very workmanlike approach when he's on the floor.
Yeah, Kevin, and that's what Zeller is all about, playing a simple meat and potatoes type game. I mean, what he does won't show up in the box score, but it'll show up in the standings.
No good on the free throw.
And some teams have fancy dinners, guest speakers, and field trips. I mean, the Celtics culture is more straightforward. It's all about the work.
Now here's Brown. He picked up 18 points in their last win against Detroit.
But it didn't deter him from attacking defensively. His pressure was terrific. He also got 3 steals in that game.
And that work ethic, the core of the Celtics' values, are written on a big placard on their locker room wall.
Yeah, it emphasizes unselfishness, execution, toughness, and hustle. Those are the values of their team.
All the officials are all over that one.
Charlotte shooting their 3rd and 4th free throw shots of the night, and he makes the first. Boston making a switch here. Tice is checked in. He hits both from the stripe. Celtics trail by 3. And Walker kicks to Brown. No one near him. And he nails the jumper. And so Graham will bring it up for the Charlotte Hornets. Pass to Bridges. The shot from the low post is good.
Not only a jump shooter, Bridges also dependable at knowing how to get it done inside.
Pass to Tatum. Now Walker. He picked up 15 points in their last win against Detroit.
Yeah, and as good of a scorer as he was in that game, he was even a better passer. A lot of assists for him.
Clock at 4, and plenty of contact on the shot. So 2 free throws coming up. Hey, Chris, what do you think is the best way for a coach who has lost a locker room to get it back?
You just got to be honest and open, Kevin. You know, everyone's adults, and if you can't handle the information, then the onus is on that player. But just look at what happened in Minnesota last year. You know, just terrible in the locker room. It's not good for the fans, especially the hometown fans that believe in this young team. And so a lot of times it just comes down to clear, open communication.
Passes it to Bridges. And out of bounds as the Celtics gain possession. And a chance here now to take a look at the teams that are tops in the league in scoring points off turnovers. Number 1, the Celtics.
You know, it's not just the turnovers they're forcing. I mean, they're converting at the other end. And you know what? It puts a lot of pressure on you to play perfect.
The pass to Brown. And trying for the go-ahead basket. It doesn't go in. Down low, here's Graham. Goes to the reverse layup and drops it in. Graham's got 5 points so far.
And of the last 6 baskets, 5 have come on the interior. This is just smash mouth, physical basketball, guys.
Here's D, and he gets the jumper to drop. D's got his 3rd basket of the night right there.
He's got the hot hand right now. As long as he can keep getting open, they've got to keep feeding him.
And it's Graham missing.
A fantastic effort on D to get up in his face and deny the layup.
Shot's good by Walker.
Oh, what incredible precision. Brown cutting the D to pieces with his pass.
Charlotte has gone 1 of 2 from long range in the first quarter. Pass to Monk. Ball stolen. All by himself. It's deflected. And that's out of bounds. Boston will retain possession.
And now look at Jason Tatum. He's really stood out for them over the past month. Getting around 12 points a game, 5 rebounds, and 3 assists. Fantastic totals for him across the board. I wouldn't be surprised if he keeps rolling.
I think if you talk to anyone on this team, they believe in his abilities 100%. He's putting the hammer down. Dominant quarter for him, trying to push out that lead.
Graham, the pass to Rozier. Biombo kicks to Rozier. To the inside. Zeller inside. Defended by Tice. Shot by Zeller, no good. Some firepower from this offense tonight.
Yeah, they got a nice groove going right now offensively.
D, defended by Bridges. 6 to shoot. Williams passes to D. From deep three-point range, Zeller grabs the board.
And that was a little bit of a range check for him.
Trying to take advantage of that extra space on the perimeter. We see a lot of this now. I don't think the D does good enough here, but something causes the miss.
And there's the whistle on the shot. Took the foul, shot misses. He'll be shooting 2. And there's the call. Charlotte the foul. And after signing a 4-year, $52 million contract extension, Marcus Smart rewarded the Celtics, Chris, with the best season of his young career.
Yeah, his best shooting percentages by far. I mean, add in his continued progress as a playmaker. Don't forget he's the man on the defensive end. I think that's money well spent for Boston.
Looking at who's out there now for the Hornets. Williams comes in for Zeller. And Michael Kidd-Gilchrist subbed in for Bridges. Smart on the wing. Pass to D. To the middle. Here's Tice. Biombo with the block. And he gets it back. No good from D.
Not sure what the D was doing there. Clearly a breakdown. You can ill afford to give a guy like him that good a look.
Passes it to Graham. Shot from 12. And Boston with the rebound.
That's a break for the D right there. I mean, he takes advantage of open looks inside more often than not.
D, Graham defending. D passes to Wanamaker. Shoots.